It's time for the Doug Garrison Show. This week we celebrate downtown Marquette. We hear about the expansion of the district and what lies ahead. Pat Black from the Convention and Visitors Bureau is here to talk about the new brand. We learn more about 3rd Street and some fun events, and as well as a couple things you won't want to miss downtown. And Dano Keller of Drive provides the music. So stick around. The Doug Garrison Show starts now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound PFL. Roll tape on masters to all the places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG. Standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Thank you. We've got a great crowd here at Up Front and Company. Thanks for joining us here, and thanks for joining us at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. Tonight we've got a celebration of downtown Marquette, and we've got a lot of people here from the downtown Marquette district. We're going to talk to some of them about what's happening here. Before we do, I want to update you on a couple of things that we've had on the show before. Just this last Sunday, we had a couple fundraisers in town that we had on the show to promote. We had the Sean Costello Blues fundraiser to raise funds to fight bipolar disorder. And I don't have exact numbers on that, but Walt Lindola and Tom Hislop tell me that it was a great success. They appreciate everybody coming and contributing, and they're going to do it again next year. Those blues people love their music, and they're very committed to it, so look for that again next year. We also had the Breast Friends Golf Tournament. That's my friends Nate Noble from Schwalbach Kitchens and Nicole Baroni. They got together, got some friends together, had a golf tournament, raised more than $7,000 to send some walkers down to a Chicago fundraising event to raise more funds to fight breast cancer. So I want to thank them for doing this, but I also want to thank you for contributing and making those successful fundraisers. Okay, tonight, as I said, we're going to talk about the downtown Marquette, and what I'd like to say, it's kind of a twofold celebration. One is the renaissance of downtown Marquette. Those of you who have been around this area for many years, myself included, might remember the day when downtown Marquette wasn't quite as special as it is now, and this has special meaning to me. Back in the mid-'70s, I worked in downtown Marquette at the Jupiter store. Some of you might remember that, which was located where now is Watson and Watson Jewelry Store. Symbolic of downtown Marquette, Jupiter store was on its way out, as were many other stores downtown. It was that time when people were moving out to the malls and moving to different areas. Downtown was suffering, but a lot of people in this community had a vision, and they had some energy, and they had some drive, and they got together and they put together a plan, and here 30, 40 years later, we have one of the nicest downtowns that you'll find anywhere in the Midwest. It's thriving, it's growing, and it's a great place to be. Yeah, downtown Marquette, give yourself a hand for that. I also want to celebrate something else about downtown, and that is, one of the things we do on this show is we have a lot of people on that are nonprofits. For example, the Blues fundraiser and the Breast Friends outing. I have a lot of people on that are doing fundraisers. Well, a lot of that stuff starts and it thrives because of a healthy downtown. You know, the businesses in downtown and the North 3rd Street District are often the ones that are the backbone of many of these fundraisers and nonprofit projects that make the community what it is. They sponsor Little League teams. They contribute promotional dollars and programming to a lot of the things that make this community what it is. It's also a source of great entertainment and fun. People are looking at downtown Marquette these days and saying, that's a place I want to go and visit. You know, we've got hotels going up, we've got brew pubs going up, we've got gift shops, we've got all kinds of new businesses starting to take hold down here. And I have nothing but great hope for what's going to happen in downtown Marquette in the many years to come. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to have some people that are experts on the subject and find out what's going on now and what's on the calendar for the future. We've also got Dano Keller here from Drive. He's going to provide music for us, and we've got you. So thanks for joining us. We'll be right back.
Things that are seldom said. You know, son, I really like your tattoos.
Oh no, honey, it's my turn to take the trash out.
And finally,
0% for 60 months on Toyotas. That's right, 0% for 60 months on Tundra, RAV4, Sienna, and Venza.
And low lease payments like these. Toyota Corolla, just $159 a month. And RAV4, just $239 a month.
0% for 60 months on a great selection of Toyotas at the new Riverside.
What makes me the best bartender at the Wooden Nickel? Every Monday night, I'll give you $2 bottles of beer.
Well, I think I'm the best bartender at the Wooden Nickel because on Tuesdays, I give the ladies dollar drinks all night.
Actually, girls, I'm the best bartender at the Wooden Nickel because on Thursdays, I give out $2 bombs.
Celebrate your 21st birthday with us and get a free t-shirt.
With the largest selection of tequila in the entire UP, you're sure to find one you love.
Come hang with the best bartenders in Marquette.
See history, make history.
At the Wooden Nickel.
Enjoy the golfing experience of a lifetime every day at Marquette Golf Club. Our two 18-hole championship courses offer everything from relaxing family fun to competitive golf as challenging as that found anywhere in the world. Our custom rate structure allows you to choose a membership package that accommodates your schedule and budget. And we offer reasonable daily fees always available to the occasional player. In this day of green sensibilities, there's nothing more green than a day on the links at Marquette Golf Club.
All right, thank you very much. Our first guest tonight, representing the Downtown Development Authority, is Jeremy Hansen on the board of the DDA. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks for having me.
You are a property, a business owner on North 3rd Street, and that's what qualifies you to be on this DDA board, correct?
I guess I'm qualified.
Last warm body in the door, that type of thing. No, but you're
exactly
doing a great job. What I wanted to ask you was that we have a new arrangement now. The downtown has always had this development authority where the downtown businesses were able to capture funds to make a lot of the improvements that they've made over the past 10, 20 years. Now you've added the North 3rd Street district to that. How does that work briefly?
I guess myself, I'm extremely excited about this. For the longest time, we kind of felt not that we weren't competing against each other as far as for the funding, but at this point, we can kind of have collective efforts in achieving the same goals. But how that works is now we're part of the TIF district, where the Downtown Development Authority has their separate tax revenue that they generate from the properties within their district. And now we're fortunate to be part of that rezoned TIF district, where we're going to be able to tap into some of the monies that are available for those downtown properties and business owners.
We're talking bigger funds now, so as you make like capital improvements, like some of the things that have been done downtown now can be done on 3rd Street.
Definitely. I think as a small business owner, for the longest time, you felt limited as far as your resources that you could tap into for those bigger projects. So not only for personal use, but as well as collective use of the monies, infrastructure, improvements just on facades, improvements within signage, advertising. There's a lot of different things that we now have access to that we didn't as a small business owner.
You mentioned you're a business owner. You own the two funeral homes, Swanson Lundquist and Fossbender Funeral Homes. Parking is always an issue. Is parking something that's going to be able to be addressed with new funds?
Parking is one of our primary issues that we're looking at as far as with 3rd Street. I think they've done an excellent job at starting to address that downtown, and I think we're hoping to be able to share some of that same interest that they've been able to create with downtown.
I think what happened is a lot of people on North 3rd Street and all over looked at what happened downtown and said, gee, how do we replicate that in our shopping district? And now hopefully with the merger of North 3rd and the downtown into one downtown district, that's going to be possible.
I hope so. Spot on. I mean, obviously the architecture of the buildings downtown are a lot different than 3rd Street.
Sure.
But trying to tie everything in as one downtown district is our goal. We're never going to try and be Washington Street, but just trying to tie everybody in as one downtown district.
It sure makes sense. And from my standpoint, I look at what's happened downtown, and it's not that you guys as an authority can do things for specific businesses, but rather can set up a template that allows these businesses to thrive and want to grow and expand. And there's new businesses going in. There's a new brewery opening, in fact, today. There's the theater's been bought, and there's plans for development there. And I think what the authority has done, if I may speak for you, is set up a scenario that makes it easier for these people to succeed.
And I think it's just, if nothing else, at the very least, making those resources known and available to us. Where, Mona's done a great job at making those resources available to the business owners. Yes, it is for the community a collective approach as far as right across with the look, the aesthetic appeal of the district, but now allowing those individual property owners to tap into some of these monies that are available.
Yeah, well, we've got a new hotel going in down there. We've got residential properties going in down there. It looks to me like the future's pretty bright for downtown Marquette.
I would have to say it doesn't take long. Drive through the Upper Peninsula or any small town in America, and you can clearly see that Marquette is a thriving city.
I think so too. Well, we'll credit the Downtown Development Authority
and myself
and Jeremy Hansen for that.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks for joining us,
Thanks,
Jeremy.
Doug.
Good
Appreciate
luck
it.
with the project. When we come back, we're going to find out what's your human nature, so stick around. All right.
You want a car that makes the most out of every dollar without sacrificing quality, safety, or performance. At Fox Nagani, we'll give you 2 ways to save with low car payments and fuel efficiency. Get the best compact car for the money, the 2012 Chevy Cruze as low as $159 per month, and save at the pump with 36 miles per gallon. Or the 2012 Chevy Malibu, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years in a row, $179 per month with 33 miles per gallon. And you'll get the best service after the sale.
Fox Nagani, Marquette County's hometown dealer, only the best.
We're the 3rd oldest banking franchise in the state of Michigan. We've been able to grow the bank, add additional products and services, and expand into other areas so that we can grow and prosper, but also the customers can grow and prosper along with us. What we try to do is weave in the old with the new, but still I think it goes back again to the human element.
And that's why Peninsula Bank's been around since 1887.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
Okay. We have with us now Pat Black, and as you can see, she's a very enthusiastic person. She's with the Marquette County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Welcome back for your 2nd appearance on the Doug Garrison Show.
Yes.
Oh. Now, I was talking in the previous segments in the open about the renaissance of downtown Marquette, and you, who are in charge of bringing people to this community and enjoying our fine area, that's got to be great for you. These people do all this stuff and make this beautiful area. It's got to be very attractive to people looking for a nice town.
It's been fabulously attractive to people.
I hear of people talking about Marquette now. It's kind of becoming a niche or something where people are saying, have you been to Marquette?
That's what's happening. We've almost become the niche. We are the niche for the Upper Peninsula. We have something here that people really love.
Yeah. Well, with all the development downtown, and we won't ignore the West End. I mean, you represent all of them. Marquette Township is growing and thriving.
Absolutely.
We've got the Country Village up in Ishpeming. We've got a lot of thriving businesses, particularly those that attract tourism, and that's what's important to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, you guys have gone through some changes. Tell me about that.
Well, we decided sometime back that all these people were coming to Marquette. We didn't know why. I mean, I like to think it's because of what we do,
Sure.
but what do they go home telling people?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we went through a process of rebranding, and we found out that we have something here in Marquette County that is inside of people. It's called their human nature. And so we decided to go with that and say, what is your human nature? You can find it here in Marquette. We can satisfy it.
Yeah. You know, we definitely offer something different, I think, as
Absolutely.
far as tourism goes. You know, we're not the typical, what you might say, Traverse City destination or
No.
Wisconsin Dells or something like that.
No.
And that's maybe where that word nature comes into play.
The nature comes into play big time, but there's also arts and culture. There's also just the lifestyle and the people and how people feel when they leave us after they've been here for a while. They all want to come back.
Yeah. I think it is that, and it is the, with Marquette County, what a variation, a variety of things we have to offer. And I'd like to, it's trite, but to say we have something for everybody.
We do.
We pretty much do.
We do.
Now, I want to talk about an event that you wanted to mention coming up. We've got the National Model A Convention coming to Marquette this summer. This is big.
It's huge because they didn't want to come here. I had to really go out.
Well, we're kind of far away from everything.
Well, they thought that we had outhouses.
Yeah.
And I had to go out and convince these people that we have the facilities, we have the ability to do a national convention. And it was a hard sell, but once they agreed to it, it's been wonderful. And right now, it's beyond their expectations.
Yeah.
They actually wanted the group to lower the registration fees because they didn't think anybody would come here.
Yeah.
But I always knew that it would be way good.
Yeah.
And right now we're at about 900 people, 335 Model A's.
That'll be cool.
Are going to be in March, and the bulk of them are staying at the hotels from the Holiday on up on the Strip.
Yeah.
And they're all going to be at the Dome. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for people. Yeah. This is huge.
Yeah, and it's June 18th through the 22nd.
June 18th through the 22nd.
So we tell the people of the community, make sure you welcome these people here.
Absolutely. We're Mana and the DDA. We're doing Model A car cutouts, which people are decorating, and Mana's going to be putting them up downtown.
Yeah, and there's fashion shows and all kinds of events going on.
There's a fashion show on Thursday. I've been to one of them. If you are a lover of 1928 fashions.
No, I'm not sure about that, but that's okay.
Well, they have the fox furs and all that kind of stuff.
That's right.
That's good. It's all there. The parade will be from Nagani to Ishpeming.
Yeah.
Huge.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be wonderful.
You and I were just talking about the number of events that are happening in this community. I think what happens is people come here for an event and they go, what an awesome place, and they come back on their own sometimes.
Well, it's always been my desire to make this the event place, that everybody could go to our website, go to the calendar, see the events, because we have something almost every weekend.
Yeah, well, that's great. Pat, thanks for joining us.
Thanks
for explaining what you're doing. What's your human nature? Let's find it here, right?
Find it here.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay,
Pat Black
thank you.
from the Marquette County Visitors and Convention Bureau. Coming up, what's on third? Stick around. We'll be right back.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car finance in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
Restaurants. The trendier they are, the more they charge. At Big Boy, we don't chase the latest trend because we believe value never goes out of style. Whether you order from our menu or enjoy one of our hearty buffets, you'll discover that good food doesn't have to be overpriced. Imagine being able to afford to take your whole family out to dinner. It's not a trend, it's what we do at Big Boy.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital and Bell Rehab Services. Safely take the road to physical recovery with Bell Rehab Services. And by Marquette Golf Club, home of the classic heritage and award-winning Gray Walls golf courses. For rates and information, visit marquettegolfclub.com. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. They love you.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're paying attention.
They love you guys. All right. My next guests are Kim LaHillier from Togo's, Brianne Horton from 3rd Street Bagel. They are representing North 3rd Street. because, and you're here because now North 3rd Street is a part of the downtown district. That's why you're here, right?
Right, we're
Well,
on.
welcome. You've got your fan clubs out there. That's great. I wanted to talk about some of the things that people can expect to see happening on North 3rd Street in the upcoming months. Brianne, you're here because you know what's going on with the event called Music in the Village. Now, this is something that's gone on the last couple summers, right?
Yes.
And we're doing it again this summer. Just briefly, what is Music in the Village?
Music in the Village is where we have local musicians all down 3rd Street at local businesses. This summer, our first event is June 28th.
June 28th.
Yep,
Okay.
from 5 until 7.
5 until 7. So
Yep.
bands play in front of businesses all up and down North 3rd Street, which is what I'm supposed to call it now, North 3rd Street.
Music on 3rd.
Music on 3rd.
Yes.
Okay. And you have different bands, obviously, and all kinds of stuff. Acoustic, rock bands, all sorts of things.
All local bands.
All
We
local
have
bands.
Log Jam, Fast Eddie, Mike Waite, a bunch of big names in Marquette.
Okay,
We're
and now
excited.
you're going to do this more than once.
Yes.
And-
We're doing June 28th, July 26th, August 23rd, and September 27th.
These are all Thursdays.
Yep.
Kind of what I like to call the start of the weekend.
Yeah.
And so the bands are out there on the street from 5 to 7. People are encouraged to just come, walk up and
Yep.
down North 3rd Street and enjoy the music. Music like Drive featuring Dano Keller.
Exactly.
They'll probably be out there sometime. They've done it before, and I know they enjoy that. Well, that sounds cool. I know people enjoy that when it's a beautiful night. There's nothing like walking up and down North 3rd Street and hearing music throughout North 3rd Street Shopping District.
Yes.
Yeah, you enjoying doing this, meeting some new people, all
I
these
am,
bands
yes.
and stuff? Yeah, it's got to be cool.
Doing a great job.
Well, you mentioned September 27th is the last one of those. And now these all kind of match up with something, don't they?
Yeah.
June 28th is the weekend of the Bike Jam.
Exactly. Yeah, we're excited for that weekend. It's going to be the kickoff to the Bike Jam
Right.
Thursday night, and then Blueberry Fest.
Blueberry
is
Fest, July 26th, August 23rd, students come back.
Mhm.
And September 27th is the weekend of the big hockey tournament. Kimla
And the
Hillier, our
hockey
hockey girl.
parade.
Yeah. What
We're
about this
looking
hockey parade now? What's the deal there?
Well, this is the third hockey
Third
parade on hockey
3rd.
on 3rd.
Yeah.
And it's the third. Oh, we should celebrate
yes.
that. But this parade began to work in conjunction with the Old Timers hockey tournament that they have at the Lakeview Arena, which hundreds of people come from
That's
all
big.
over with their families.
They have like dozens of teams
It's
playing
so
in this.
cool, and we're trying to make it bigger and better every year. And well, now that we're more combined with the DDA and the VBA, everybody's working together. We're trying to make things better. But hockey players are hockey players, and it's the coolest thing because you have the little kids from the Mites to the old timers, the like my husband.
All the big names that have
The Iron Rangers,
Yep.
Jerry Sullivan. It's the coolest thing. And from what we know, there's not really another hockey parade that we know of in the United States that we're looking forward to having it become something more. But it is fun just the way it is in local Marquette because we go up 3rd, we leave at the Lakeview, or we leave at Northern, go all the way down. This year we're going to have special events at the end again.
At the Commons.
At the Commons, but anybody
And
who's
at the
involved-
History Center.
And the History Center.
I know,
We're
this
meeting
is
with
gonna
Kay
be
tomorrow.
big.
So this is going to be another unique thing, but in the meantime, it's all about kids and families and skating, anything that goes on, anyone that has anything, the Marquette Junior Hockey Corporation, high school hockey, Northerns, NMU, the Puckheads, anybody that has to do with hockey in Marquette is going to be involved, and it's great.
It's a hockey town.
Hockey town.
And we love a parade. So put the two things together, it's got to work.
And the week after Northern's homecoming, so that's 2 parades in a week.
And that's a Friday night. That's after music on 3rd is Thursday.
3rd,
And
yep.
the hockey parade is Friday.
Yep.
And this is the 3rd year for that. So you've got that it's a well-oiled machine. It's a
so
good time. People come on out. Line North 3rd Street.
Line the street and just enjoy
Go into Togo's
laughing.
when you're done and have a sandwich.
Here you go.
That sounds good.
And all the places on 3rd because we have so many great businesses.
You know,
but how fun is that going to be?
It is fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
And weather,
Hey,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
the
do
good
it,
thing
man.
about the music in the village, we have 4 in case of inclement weather.
Yeah.
But the
We have
hockey
tents
parade
this year,
goes
too, for
on.
that.
Yeah, we do.
I know.
Yeah,
We do
yeah.
have tents.
Thanks to
But
the
the hockey parade goes on, rain or shine.
Okay. As it should.
Snow.
As it should. Hockey players are tough. Okay, some events that you need to look forward to coming up on North 3rd Street this summer. Music on North 3rd and hockey parade on North 3rd. You'll enjoy both those things. Make sure you check them out. All right. Kim and Brianne, thanks for joining me.
Thanks,
All right.
Doug.
Okay. Go 3rd Street.
Woo!
Okay. Coming up, what's going on with Mana Lang? So stick around. All right.
Togo's, Marquette's original submarine sandwich.
Good friends, good food, good times. Sit long, talk much, laughed often. Quotes you've heard or seen hanging on the walls of kitchens. They're all true because a kitchen is the heart of your family's home. When you walk through the doors of Schwalbach Kitchens, you become part of our family. As we help you create the kitchen of your dreams, see how affordable creating those memories can be. Schwalbach Kitchens, part of your family and your local kitchen dealer for over 32 years.
Doing business in Upper Michigan is more important than ever. As consumers, supporting the UP economy is something we can all embrace. Each year, Gilbert Dairy buys $7 million of unprocessed milk from UP dairy farmers. We invest and sponsor a wide variety of community events, and our annual payroll adds another $2 million to our fragile economy. Remember that the next time you visit your local grocery store. Gilbert Dairy, pouring $9 million annually into the UP economy, 1 gallon at a time.
All right. Okay, we're going to wrap up our look at downtown Marquette with probably one of the most important people in the whole process, Mana Lang, the executive director, the Downtown Development Authority. You got to feel great hearing all this good stuff about downtown. You must be proud, and you should be proud. You've done a great job.
Well, thank you, Doug.
Yeah,
It's
thank you.
It's great.
From the community, thank you. It's working very well. Well, we've got a couple minutes. I wanted to talk about a couple events. You're excited about this fashion show coming up related to the Model A show.
Well, I am, because it's a fundraiser. We're working with the Marquette Beautification and Restoration Committee. It's a fundraiser for the Father Marquette Statue Restoration Project. So all the proceeds from that are going to go to that project.
You got cars you're going to put up on your flagpoles?
We're going to put cars up downtown. There's about 15 left, so if anybody wants to pick one up,
Okay.
they need to contact our office, decorate it, get your family, organization, business out there. They're going to be out on the streets during the event, so it's kind of fun.
That's going to be an exciting event.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think I still have some of those fashions in my closet. I wear them every now and then, so maybe I could be one of your male models. How about that?
Well, maybe we could do that. We'll
We
get
could
in
try
touch.
that.
Yeah.
I've got them.
Little vintage hat.
The other thing coming up that I want to talk about was the Bike Jam. It's back this year. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, Bike Jam, we're really excited. It's a whole new event. It starts June 28th.
River Valley's a big sponsor.
Go through July 1st. It's presented by River Valley. We have some other great sponsors. It's going to be a 3-day event, starting with the traffic jam, downtown Marquette.
My favorite event.
Criterion Friday night, lots of fun. And then Saturday, downhill event at the mountain. And actually it starts with Grand Fondo on Saturday, which is a kind of just a more leisurely event. Downhill event on Saturday, and Sunday a cross-country event in conjunction with the NTN. And it's going to be a community event. It's meant to be a community event, so
we're
looking for them to show up.
Mana, we'll have to have you back to talk about these events again. I want to thank everybody for coming and celebrating downtown. I want to thank our guests, and I want to thank you for joining us at home, and Dan Keller for providing our music. Join us here again next week on the Doug Garrison Show. Thank you very much.
Tip and tapping in the village of Marquette, and the music on 3rd Street. It's a very cool event. Music Musicians make it happen. Musicians make it so. Musicians make it tummin'. Music in the village of Marquette.